And they were filled with great joy in that city. And we cry out to the Lord with joy, as we said in the psalm today. Therefore, overcome with paschal joy, we'll hear in the preface to our Eucharistic prayer. It's a part of all the 5 different prefaces we have in the Easter season. Now, this is a little bit different than I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, or kind of just a sense of being joyful. Uh, One of the ways that I reflected on this is the joy we're talking about is joy with a capital J instead of a small j. And what I mean by that is what was driving the great joy in the face of great persecution. And then right before this, we see Stephen is stoned to death. It's because the Christian community was so filled with God, with the presence of Christ. And the presence of Christ is what's overcome all sin and death and all that's really not of God. It's where we focus on God's goodness. Now, I don't know if it's enough just to focus on God's goodness and the wonders of his resurrection and what we've received in that. I think we get into joy with a capital J when because we can always focus on what's not happening, what's not going well. But in order to truly live in that joy, and with a capital J, I think that's when we give back to God and really acknowledge him as the source of that goodness and not just sort of what we've received. That we cry out to him, knowing that that's the ultimate reality in our lives. The fullness of our new life of grace in the resurrection, and that all of God's goodness is overcoming all the nothingness, all the things that are really not of God. It's just sort of the ongoing revelation of the victory. And that's therefore we're overcome then with paschal joy, that we celebrate the Lord with a capital J joy, and that we are not unlike the early church, that we continue to live out our faith filled with great joy.